Hello everyone, welcome back to Gunshots! Was Edgeworth Investigations. In the last episode, lots of crazy stuff happened. Lance was the kidnapper, so was Lauren, so was Deacon, but Deacon died, and we have no idea how he died, because Lance isn't saying he's a killer, but I'm starting to think he's the killer, but anyway, that's just me. Alright, let's go with chain of events, because then it'll make sense if Lauren... I feel like Lauren is being played right now. At the stadium, Bad Badger, the suitcase, pointed his gun. That's why he used the gun she got from Lance. I am starting to believe that that gun was the missing model gun. Because then I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking. Lance was inside the Bad Badger costume that Lauren believes she shot. And she used the model gun instead of the real gun. Miss Pops. But sure, I have no real proof whatsoever. Ha! That, as they say, is that. Agent Lang, Miss Pops is far from done. She hasn't even finished her testimony yet. You're going to continue questioning her? What a waste of time. Miss Pops, if you please. Alright. There was a gunshot, the other person crumpled, and I ran scared for my life. Poor Miss Pops. What will become of her, Mr. Edgeworth? She seems to be telling the truth regarding what happened at the stadium. However, I don't believe it to be absolutely correct. Listen very carefully to her confession once more and you'll see. I did! Twice! There was a bad badger shooting me dead. I'm gonna check this real quickly. Were you able to clearly see the gun? Yes, I got a very good look at it while it was pointed at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me? Aww, that's sad. I don't know. I don't want to believe it myself. But it's true, my father's left arm was raised with the gun in it. Pointed straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought. Aww. Miss Pops! Please calm down and take a deep breath. Dang! I don't allow you to please hear that last statement one more time. Yes, of course. Wait, what? Badger pointed the gun in his left hand at me, aiming to shoot me dead. Okay. Wait, when was this thing? People firing blanks. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! His down hand's right! He could have used it! How? I knew that was important! I knew it was important! I knew it was important! Okay, I'm done! I just hear a scratch. Oh my god, if I have to deal with the scratchy sound again. Either way, I know that his dominant hand's right and he used left hand, which makes no sense. I've here a dossier on your father. I'm pressing the X button. And according to this, your father was right-handed. Then... The person pointing a gun at you from atop the stage was not Mr. Deacon. Hold on there, Mr. Prosecutor. I think you need to take a refresher course. The Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand, which is why the only hand he could have held the real gun was his left. No, because the... No, that's not true, because what's the face called? The gun was gone from the Badger. If that made sense at all. Agent Lang, were you paying attention to what Miss Pops was saying? Then again, I suppose I can't expect someone who has never set foot in court to catch it. Enough with the smugness! Out with it already! Ah, he's sweating. We're getting him. There was a Bad Badger pulling a suitcase with the 1 million in it. What does that mean? According to Bad Badger, the gun in his left hand. Which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right. Ha! Is that correct, Miss Pops? Yes, exactly. And I'm sure it was the Bad Badger. I had those huge sunglasses on its face. But if that's the case, even I can see there's a huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Pops claims to have seen the Bad Badger. And yet the Bad Badger had both of his hands full. Oh, wait a minute! These two pieces of information contradict each other, so I must be wrong. It wasn't a Bad Badger, both hands were not occupied, both are correct. I don't believe it was a Bad Badger. If you remember from the organizer... Wait one second. All of these things look more or less the same. Like the Proto Badger, the Blue Badger, the Bad Badger, except for Pink Badger. Basically what she's saying is she saw the sunglasses, she didn't see the waist. So what I'm thinking is, wasn't the Bad Badger, but both hands were not occupied, so both have to be correct. They are both correct. Impossible! That just leaves us with an irresolvable contradiction. No, because like the head was correct, but nothing else was correct. That she saw his sunglasses and beard. But what if that Bad Badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half? That's what I'm thinking. This proves that there was a way for Bad Badger to freely use both of his hands. Wait, what? Did we show the Bible? I think we showed the Bible at this point. Get your hands on straight, Mr. Prosecutor. That doesn't show me diddly squat. It shows you that it's important. I knew it. Well, it's always just a mirage. That means you didn't kill it. You just killed the freaking imagination. Had a gun in his left hand and the suitcase in his right. Bad Badger has a model gun attached to his right hand, which is what created this contradiction. Miss Pop's entire statement rests on the fact that she saw his sunglasses. What if that Bad Badger wasn't wearing pants? Wait, did we show him the head? I think we showed a head, actually. Yeah, we showed a head, because, like, we will see the head, but then the body doesn't have to be correct. The costume have two parts to them, a head and a body. Oh, I get it now. The head Miss Pop saw was probably really the head of the Bad Badger. However, it is not possible that the body was that of an entirely different badger. A different badger? Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this badger. Wait, what badger? The body of the Bad Badger Miss Pop saw belonged to this badger. I have no friggin' clue! Who was in the Proto Badger again? Okay, I know it's either the Blue Badger or the Proto Badger. I'm not quite sure which one. Any, mini, miny. Let's just go blue. Oh, no. I like blue. Well, they're all blue. May have been in the Bad Badger, but his body was a Blue Badger. I am the best guesser of all time! The Blue Badger? Hold on, let's see here. Who was it that had one of those on? I did. And so did Officer Meekins, pal. Haha, nice try, but your logic is just a Oh. Oh. Okay, wait, give me a second. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'm not stupid. I don't just forget things whenever I want. Alright, this one. What the heck is it? It's the first badger. I thought the Blue Badger was the first badger. It's the Proto Badger. Yes, and it's a simple matter of process of elimination. Miss Pops was wearing the Blue Badger's costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the Pink Badger is of the wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. And that is left for the Proto Badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the Proto Badger? But that's Lance. That would be Lance. Take that! I like how he, like, throws them up and then catches them. That takes skill right there, even if he is a killer. Are you saying that I think you are? What I think you are? Whatever, that Lance Amano donned the Bad Badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. Realization! On top of that, he plotted to shoot Miss Pops while wearing that hideous thing. The stage was set up in the stadium was nothing more than that, a setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops and pretending to be the victim, it was all done so that she would pull the trigger. Ha! I have no idea what you're talking about. Take that. Why exactly would I have to do all that, huh? There was but one reason. Lance Amano! You are the real culprit behind the murder of Mr. Oliver Deacon. Take that! What? No. That's slander. Take it back. You take it back right now. Dang. He is angry. Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your dominant hand? I'm left-handed, but what does that have to do with anything? It depends. According to Miss Pops, her attacker held a gun to his left hand. Ha! Who is one-handed doesn't prove a thing. And besides, now you're just being absurd. It's not like the Proto Badger is bulletproof. What does that mean? One misfire and he would have found himself dead, right? No! Because of the hands. Logically, he had been shot, he probably wouldn't be here with us. But I believe he had thought of that as well and prepared accordingly. Because there's a gun that just fires blanks, and this should be all the evidence you need. This is how Lance made sure that what he would hit by is a bullet. He wouldn't be hit by a bullet. It was because of the missing model gun, because the gun only fires blanks. We found one half of a Bad Badger costume in the hideout, a broken one. It was not the same one that the victim was wearing, plus it was missing something. And that something is the model gun that the Bad Badger carries, which can fire blanks. If he gave that to Miss Pops, then he wouldn't be dead, but it would look like he died. What? Miss Pops, where's the gun you use now? I threw it away into the seat. Oh. Well, that's not proof at all. That Makes it a bit tough to verify what Lance was. Although I believe that we can safely assume that it was the model gun in question. We can? I guess we can. I've heard enough. All you've been spouting so far is pure conjecture. I admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I am right is very high. Okay, let's pretend that you're right, and that the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor? Oh. That's a good question. Ha! I knew you were full of it! However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame. Oh, God. Oh, wait, no. I thought it was for a second, Lance who was annoying me. Please, wait a second. It's simply not possible. I kind of just don't want to attack her because she'll slap herself, and I don't really like seeing that. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance. Huh? Wait, what? This just got more complicated. I came back to the hideout long after the other two. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next to her. After that, the two of us put on our costumes and made our escape. That's a bit hard to believe, to be honest. We thought that it would attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage next to the stadium. But then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone. Oliver managed to escape. I looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me at that time. And then the murder happened. Wait, what? Mr. Deacon must have overheard the plans to meet up at the stage. Well, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree? Why does that sound wrong to me? That works too! There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens when I examine it in more detail. So, press a bunch of stuff. Okay. I got this. Hideout. Time. Restrained. Mr. Deacon security to the beam room next door. Let's press that, actually. Because I don't believe that. You are sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw? Yes, I'm certain of what I saw. Did you go into the other room to check? Lance said it was best if I didn't get too close to him. Aw. Lance, he's such a kind soul. Okay, never mind. I don't really believe that, but then you are not telling me that you did not confirm that was Mr. Deacon for yourself? I checked through the slit in the door that separates the two rooms. It had a blue badger's head on, so I'm absolutely... Who cares about the head? We've noticed this! She saw a bad badger head? I don't believe this, to be honest. I can't prove anything, to be honest. Can I prove anything with this? Hey, I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna press this. Press.
Hold it.
So the tied up Mr. Deacon was still in the Bad Badger costume? Yes, and? It would appear that she misread the whole situation. What now? Should I raise an objection? Always raise an objection! I don't see what you're talking about. It was not the victim. What? Why not? I'll tell you why not. With this! This, Miss Pop, shows us that the person you saw was not the victim. The hell am I looking for?! The hell am I looking for? Wait a minute. Over Deacon. I have no clue whatsoever. Okay, you know what? Let's just figure out this next time. So in the next episode, we're going to figure out what the heck I'm supposed to do. So, this is Neon362 signing off. Hope that you had a good time, I guess. I don't know.